Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It is OGC here. Today we have a new video. We are going to be doing the Duel Tower. We're going to do 3 fights. We're going to try out 3 new formations. One with 2 Templars, one with 1 Templar, and one with no Templars. So the Templars are going to be the Zen Templars, and I want to see how well they do. I haven't really played around with them, and we're going to use this time in the Duel Towers to do some testing. So if you guys don't do a ton of testing, the Duel Towers is a great place to test things out. So that's what we're going to do today. We're not going for wins, we're going for testing. And of course it helps if we win. So for this first one, we are going to be using 2 packs of Templars, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, 2 packs of Archers directly in front of the Templars, and we also have 1 Yip behind each Archer. We're going to see how well this holds up, and it looks like we're going to do Raxius on this bottom section, which will pretty much let us win that whole area. We're going to drop the snake back a little bit, and we're going to drop another one there. Now, sometimes with the Duel Tower and the way that it can affect your testing, sometimes you'll get paired up with opponents that before the battle even starts, you know that you're just going to beat them. It doesn't really matter what you do. And I think for this fight, we got paired up with somebody that I just had a high enough core against them and a really good dragon. So it's not necessarily perfect for testing, but it works. It's one of the best things that we do have in the game because it doesn't. You don't lose any troops. You don't need to use troop rush. You don't need to use the resources. It's pretty much free PvP. So because of that, you can test out some really cool formations. You can also test out some wild formations. Like for example, what I'm doing right now with 2 Templars, completely weird. I've never done that before, so it's cool to see how it goes. Actually, their temple and stuff isn't horrible. So, first one of the day is a win. So let's go into number 2. Now, quick little tip for you guys at home. Before the battle starts, you'll see down here, it's on this side, right over here. It will pop up and it will say gear set 1, skill set 1, and then dragon. If you guys have multiple dragons to use, I highly recommend have all of your PvP gear on 1 gear setting, like set 1, and have all of your PvP skills on, say, skills 1. If you change your dragon before the battle starts, if we get a Lich player, I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. But if you change your dragon before the battle starts, it will redo your gears and skills to, say, gear set 1, gear set 2. So we are going up against Mr. Thorin. Mr. Thorin, we are going to try out the 1 Templar pack. So before we try 2, this time we're going to try 1, and for our last fight, we will do none. So, whoops. I don't want to mess around with throws. For this one, it looks like the bottom side has 2 Archers, it has a Yip, it has Templars directly behind them, and the top side is a much more traditional power side. However, Jax is more towards the middle. So what this basically means is the power distribution is pretty even across the board for my backline. There's not one side that just is all in. So it looks like our Viren is going to be super safe, so it's all about beating this bottom side. So let's see how we do with all of this. The first thing that we're going to do, since we can't actually do our stuns, is we are going to go out and we are going to use Cleo. I don't really like to start off necessarily with Cleo, but this situation, it just made sense. So now we're going to do our stuns from Raxius. And the next thing that we are going to do is we're going to jump in with Rufio and take out all of those juicy Archers. Their Denji is getting a little bit deep, and we are crushing the top side, but we do have plenty of Archers down here, so I'm not super worried. Our Viren is also extremely safe, which is a good thing. So now we're just going to get more Archers on this bottom side. Probably not the best move in the whole wide world, but it's the move that we chose. And their Denji is going ham. So they have kind of split everything on this bottom section. Uh, but between the archers and everything, we won that bottommost line. Our opponent did win in that line above, like the middle bottom. There's four lines. You have bottom, middle bottom, top middle, and then the top. So we won in enough lines where it didn't matter too much, and with one pack of Templars, we did pretty well. I do think I think if I had picked between two Templars or one pack of Templars, I'd go with the one pack of Templars. It felt very even in that fight. Although our troops did a bunch of various damage, so maybe it wasn't that evenly distributed, but it felt very even. So for this fight, we're going to go up against a Rockin player. We'll see how we do with this. Against this Rockin player, we are going to be going with no Templars. So no Templars for this fight. Let's see here. We will go with a turtle for this fight. And let's see how well we do against Rockin. Rockin is very scary with the dire swords. It looks like we have both might and stamina, which is amazing. I will gladly take that. So this is no Templars in this fight. All right, so first thing we're going to do, we are going to open up with Roxius. We need that Roxius damage, and we're also going to try to sun up that bottom area as much as possible. Next, while we still have Roxius, we're just going to stun up some more stuff and try to take out this bottom area. So anytime that you do have a definitive power side, such as this formation, you have to be able to win that side. If you cannot win that side in a timely manner, you are going to be in all sorts of troubles, and that is not a good thing. On the top, our Varian is nice and safe. And on the bottom, we're doing pretty good for the most part. We are taking some damage, but it looks like we will be fine in this bottom area. So now that we have won the bottom, we just need to sweep around and take out the top. So far, so good with everything. We did just lose our Fire Mage. Not the best day for the Fire Mage, but it is okay. We do our Varian Resurrection just to make sure that we have enough troops, and we also have Grim still up, which is important. The next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to duplicate some troops, because why not? Why not have twice as many troops as possible? And from there, we are just going to go and wrap this one up. This is pretty much the best opponent that we could go for as far as the Rockin. I think as close to fair as possible, besides an honor difference with this opponent. This is actually a friend of mine. Truth be told, I think my lifetime honor is probably 4 times their amount. Maybe it's 3 times. So I have a significant advantage. As far as core power and everything, identical. So yeah, good fight. It was a very good fight. So we're going to go and we're going to do one more. I want to see one without a turtle and without Templars. I know I said 3 fights. Let's go and do 4. Let's see how this one goes. This one we're not going to run with a turtle or Templars. We're just going to full man mode this and see what we can do. Right now we're at 2,800 points, and we are going up against Voski. I know I've played Voski in the past. Actually, if you guys do spend some time doing Duel Tower, you'll realize that you'll play a lot of similar opponents over and over. So against this opponent, we have the 3 packs of archers. This time I do have Avalon up front. It's good to have versatile formations and have a bunch of different options that you can do. So their power side is actually on this bottom side. We should be able to just blast right through that, honestly. As long as we sun it up everything as much as we can, we should just be able to go right through those spears without too much of a problem. And we should be able to win this bottom side. We are going to jump in with Rufio or not. I lost track of where my roof. Oh, okay. My Rufio was too far back for it all. So that's why I could not do the Rufio jump. And so far, so good. Again, the Rufio got messed up, and we could not do the Rufio. Our top side, I'm not worried about. We have Jax up there. Jax should be doing the spray and pray. So we're going to jump in. We're going to blow up all those archers. 6 seconds until Leo's Pride goes off. And again, we have plenty of archers on this bottom side. Our variant is still up, so that's a good thing for us. And since we are struggling on this top side, I'm just going to duplicate all of those troops. I now do have that artifact fully maxed out. And let's see here. It looks like they did do a resurrection, so we'll do one just to get up those swords. Our Jax is down. And now their Snake Lady is down. Oh no, our Jax is still up. I take it all back. Our Jax is still up. And we took down their Snake Lady. Really good news for us. And our Mako is still up. We still have plenty of firepower, guys. Plenty of firepower. So if you guys struggle taking down Belrog, towards the end of the fight, put some snakes near it. The snakes will eat up the Belrog, and it goes pretty well. So guys, that is 4 different formations. I know I said 3 at the beginning. 4 different formations. We had one with 2 Templars. We had one with 1 Templar. We had one with the turtle, and one with no turtle, no Templars. So I highly recommend go and check out different types of formations. Try different formations. Play around with it. Be as creative as you want in the dual towers. At the end of the day, is free PvP. You're not going to lose anything, so go try it out. It's a lot of fun. And until tomorrow, guys, when we have Clash of Fate Championships, until tomorrow, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let me know in the comments section below where you're at in the dual towers, how many points, or where you tend to end around. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and until tomorrow, I'll see you guys later.